I'm Elizabeth Fraser of Portland, Maine, and Maine is home to the Whoopie pie. So we are going to make a raw vegan version of the Whoopie pie. Our raw vegan Whoopie pie has two parts. We have the filling part and then the little cookie pie part. We're going to start today with our filling, so we don't have to clean our food processor in between steps. Keep it simple. I've got 1/3 cup of macadamia nuts and 1/3 cup of cashews that have been soaked for 2 hours and then rinsed and drained. That's going to be the base for our filling. Just pop that in there. I've got 1 vanilla bean that I cut open and seeded. So we've got that in here as well. We've got 2 tablespoons of agave nectar, raw. We're going to do a little pinch of sea salt. Bring out some of those sweet flavors. And a little water. I'd say 2 tablespoons is good, so we'll just pour that in, and we may need to add more as we get going. And then we're just going to fire up the food processor and let it go until everything is smooth and creamy. Alright, so I scraped that down a few times and really let it run to get to the perfect creaminess consistency. And I think we've got that. So we're going to take out our nice cream filling for our Whoopie pies. There's our cream. So now we're going to make the cookie part, which is really, really tasty, chocolatey. And it consists of 6 pitted medjool dates, a couple tablespoons of water, a couple tablespoons of agave nectar, a couple of tablespoons of coconut butter or coconut oil would work fine, a 1/4 cup of raw cacao powder, and 2 cups of almond flour. I use my almond flour from my almond milk, and I make a sweet vanilla cinnamon almond milk, so that adds a nice little bit of flavor. So we're going to start by making a date paste. So I've got my 6 pitted medjool dates going in the food processor with a couple tablespoons of water. We're going to start up the food processor and let it go until it makes a nice paste. There we go. I scraped it down a couple of times while it was blending. And now we can add everything in. We've got our 2 cups of almond flour, our 1/4 cup of cacao, our 2 tablespoons of agave, our 2 tablespoons of coconut butter. That's stuck in there really nicely. I'm going to use my fingers to get it out. And a pinch of sea salt. So we're going to start up the food processor and just let this blend until it forms a dough, and it will crumble, and then we may need to add a tablespoon or 2 of water to really get it to form into a ball. So here we go. I'm going to take out our dough. We're just going to take a pinch of the dough and roll it out. And from this recipe I should be able to get 20 to 24 little balls. Well, I've rolled out 22 little Whoopie pie balls, and what we're going to do is just flatten them out, shape them into the proper Whoopie pie shape. So the proper Whoopie pie shape is flat on one side and slightly rounded on the other. So we've got 2 here. We're going to put a dollop of our filling on the flat side of one and grab the other and place it on top. Just like that. So we're going to repeat that until they're all done, and then they will go into the refrigerator for a couple of hours. This it allows the filling to set and harden so that when you take a bite, the filling doesn't squish out the sides. So our Whoopie pies are assembled. So we're going to pop them in the fridge and let that filling set for a couple hours, and then we'll be back to eat one. So good. I wish you could taste it with me. Go to hotrawchef.com to vote for me. Don't forget, do it now. That's hotrawchef.com to cast your People's Choice vote for Elizabeth Fraser and my Whoopie pie. Happy Valentine's Day.